everyone, it's Lena Howland reporting for ABC 10. I just wanted to take a few quick minutes aside with you guys to kind of show you what I am seeing. We have team coverage all day long talking about these PG&E shutoffs. More than 800,000 people across our area are expected to lose power in these planned PG&E shutoffs and I believe it's 34 counties across our area. So right now I wanted to take you live right now from the Community Resource Center in Vacaville. This is at a local community church. PG&E came in and set this resource center up overnight. They have this tent up and ready to go. They came in and opened this up at about 8 this morning. Again, we are at this Community Resource Center. This is a spot where people who have lost power can come in and physically charge their phones, charge their laptops, charge their wheelchairs, anything that they need to charge. They can come in here in a safe, warm, well-lit place and get that help. They also have tons and tons of water to distribute to people as they come and go. They have porta potties here so you can use the bathroom. Not running water, but they do have a safe, clean place for you to use their facilities. So I just wanted to duck my head inside. I was actually inside earlier today talking to one of the families that came in. They had lost power at about 12:45 last night, just 45 minutes after PG&E said they would lose power, so right on time. The woman was telling me that she lost power as she was doing the dishes, or right as she was finishing doing the dishes, but yet she didn't have time to take a hot shower. They run on well water, and they're concerned that they will lose that water. So I'm just gonna flip the camera around to give you a better view of what we are seeing. So as you can see here, there's somebody here that was charging their wheelchair. This is what the room looks like. We have people charging their phones. Big room. We have another family over here. We have this large stack of water. Again, they won't be running out anytime soon. These are their Community Resource Center safety and emergency protocols. They have their first aid station, extra toilet paper, anything that you might need in these emergency situations. It looks like they might even have a freezer or a fridge back there. So plenty of space, plenty of outlets and plugs. We have somebody charging their laptop over here. Lots of room. So I'm going to flip the camera back around and introduce you to one of the families that I was chatting with earlier, and I'm going to kind of pull up a chair to sit next to her. So this is one of the families that we were chatting with. She lives over here in this area. So tell us, go ahead and introduce yourself to our Facebook audience. Tell us what your first and last name is.
Hi, I'm Valerie Nelson.
And where do you live right about?
Over by Lagoon Valley between Vacaville and Fairfield.
Okay. And so what happened last night for you?
At 12:30, I was just finishing up washing dishes by hand because I have no dishwasher. And I was ready to jump in the shower to get my hot shower before I went to bed, and all of a sudden the lights went out. So no hot shower last night, but now today we have to be out taking care of some business, and we're worried now about the wind that's picking up. That should be 50 miles an hour, and we have trees all around our house, so that's more frightening for me.
Wow. And you know what? We can hear the wind all around us, and I'll walk outside just to kind of show you how crazy the wind is already, even just right now at noon. We can feel it, we can hear it, we can see it. As I was driving in, there were trash cans blowing into the road that we kind of had to swerve around. Obviously the wind is already causing some issues for this area. The wind is the main concern for this family as their home is surrounded by big trees. I know you were telling me that you were concerned that one of these large trees could literally fall on your home.
Yes.
And that's a legitimate concern when we have winds like these. One of the questions I wanted to ask was, how are these shutoffs affecting your daily life? I realize you guys run on well water, so how does this impact you?
Well, so far we can't use our toilet We have used it, but my husband, you can show him, he has to put water into the back of the tank to flush it. But we also have a standby toilet to do the number 2 thing in, so we can throw it away.
You know,
Well,
I can't believe you just said that. This is live TV, folks. But I mean, it's a real reality that people are facing right now. You know, I was interviewing the water district in Calaveras County yesterday, and they were telling me they are urging people to conserve their water, especially if you are on well water. And you know, they told us only flush your toilet if absolutely necessary.
exactly. So, you know,
So that's one thing that you're running into. How else are these shutoffs impacting you?
well, we have business to take care of in town.
Okay.
And just coming across town, there was lights not functioning, so everybody was haphazardly going through the intersections.
Okay.
And I could see a potential accidents here and there.
Oh, goodness.
But tonight, we're going to just sit around the house and make sure that our trees aren't damaging our property.
And so what can you tell us about power? Like, how are you going to stay connected with people? How are you going to charge your laptop, your
Well-
phones, and all of the above?
Well, one thing, I have a CPAP machine, and last night we were up till 3 in the morning. We just, because we live out in the country, so we wanted to make sure everything was fine. So I didn't use my CPAP, but my husband charged up his little, I don't know, what is it, a power unit?
yeah, it's a power.
Okay. Yep.
Anyway, so I could hook up my CPAP machine with that
Sure.
tonight.
Yeah.
So, but we heard that it should go on for 5 days. So hopefully we can bring that battery unit over here and charge it up.
So when you hear, though, that this could last for up to 5 days, give or take a few days, you know, we don't know exactly how long this will last. It could be shorter, it could be longer. Are you prepared to go at least 5 days without power?
Oh yes, I belong to the CERT training, the Community Emergency Response Team.
Okay.
So I learned to prepare. I have a bucket of emergency food supplies. We have 5-gallon jugs of water.
Sure.
And we have outside, we have kept rainwater in 275-gallon thing. In case there's a fire, we can use that to put out a fire.
Absolutely.
So yeah, we're prepared.
And I just have to ask you one last question here. You know, I know there are a lot of people frustrated across California today that PG&E has made this decision to shut off power. Obviously, we know that it's because they are trying to prevent a wildfire from starting, but how do you personally feel about their decision to go ahead and proactively shut off power at your home?
I'm very pleased because we've come close for 2 years now, within a mile of our house, having everything gone. And I just learned a month ago, my childhood friend lost everything in last year's fire, and that was in Upper Lake.
So,
And because of the fire before that, they canceled her homeowner's insurance. So she had no insurance and lost everything. And then her sister lost her house, but she had insurance. And the parents lost it.
so what
the
you're
family-
saying is you'd rather be safe than sorry.
Right. And,
Okay.
you know, it wiped out their whole family.
Unbelievable, unbelievable. Well, I'm glad that you guys are in here getting some relief. As you can see, they're charging their phone right here. They have their extra water. They're just staying cool, just hanging. She's got her cool hat on. You know, they are out here with a very positive outlook on this, taking full advantage of PG&E's Community Resource Center here in Vacaville. Thank you guys for joining me. Thank you for answering a few questions for us. I'm just going to step outside real quick to show people what the wind looks like and show people what these conditions look like. So thank you for your time.
You.
Again, this is one last look inside of that Community Resource Center. There's not too many people right now. They're just just 3 people inside as I was in there doing that interview. So I'm just taking one more step outside. Again, this is the setup outside of the Vacaville Community Resource Center as we face shutoffs over the next 5 days. I don't know if you guys can see it or hear it in my hair, see it with these leaves moving around, but it is extremely windy already out here in Vacaville. I'm no Rob Carmark, I'm not a weather anchor, but it doesn't take a weather anchor just to show you how windy it is out here right now. You know, these are serious high fire danger conditions, and that's why PG&E is taking this so seriously. That's why power is being shut off. We are seeing another round of power shutoffs starting at noon today, but again, for out here in the Vacaville, Fairfield areas, their power went off just after midnight already. So that's why we're seeing a continuous flow of people come and go from this community resource center. We are going to go continue gathering more elements, continuing to talk to more people that this is affecting out here. We're going to stop by a Walmart and a Target and seeing how people are actually stocking up during these outages, and we are going to bring you those stories throughout the rest of the day, both on Facebook and on air on abc10.com. So follow along with us. We'll have more for you. So for right now, I'm Lena Howland reporting from Vacaville.